So today we are going to learn the new concept of the carbon and its compound chapter, that is very important concept, the versatile nature of carbon. So what is mean by versatile? Versatile means unique. Okay, we also say unique nature of carbon. Okay, unique. Okay, unique nature of carbon here. So there are two types. There are two unique nature is there. One is number one is catenation. Right. So one number is catenation, and the second number is tetravalency of carbon. Okay, the second one is the tetravalency of carbon. Okay, so these are the two unique, two versatile property of the carbon. So in the examination, may they ask, write a for 1 marks question, write the versatile nature of carbon. So here the versatile nature of carbon is, there are two. One is catenation and one is a tetravalency of carbon. Right? So very easy and very simple and very important it is. Now let us see. So most of the question paper you observe the meaning of definition. Okay, most of the question paper we observe that they ask the what is defined. Okay, what is mean by catenation? Define the catenation, very important. So let us start one by one explanation here. So first catenation. Right? So number one is catenation. So what is the catenation? Catenation is nothing but what? It is a versatile property of carbon itself. Okay, catenation is a versatile property of the carbon. Okay, right here it is a versatile nature of carbon, or also write as it is a unique, okay, unique ability of carbon to form bond with other atoms of carbon to give rise to a large molecules. This is called as, okay, this is known as or called as catenation. See here, it is a unique property of carbon to form the long chain. That is very important. They form the long chain with the another carbon atom. For example, it is one carbon atom. Okay, one carbon atom, and this carbon atom can form the bond with another carbon atom. See here, the one carbon atom ability of carbon to form the bond with. Okay, bond with the bond it is. Which type bond it is? It is nothing but what? Right. It is covalent bond. Okay, covalent bond. Okay, so one carbon atom is able to form the bond with other carbon atoms. Okay, and this carbon now other carbon atom, this carbon react with other and this other like that. Okay, it is infinity. It is n times. Okay, there is no end. Long chain of carbon can be formed by the carbon atom. That is what? Catenation. That property is called as a catenation. Okay, so here simple answer. So see here, it is an ability or it is a unique property of the carbon, one carbon atom to form the bond with. Okay, this is one carbon atom is able to form the bond with other carbon atom, and this carbon atom bond form with the other carbon atom, like that long chain. Okay, they rise to what? Give rise to large molecule, large chain of carbon. Okay, so that is called as a catenation property. In the simple way, this is nothing but what? To form the large chain of carbon. Large chain of carbon containing n number of carbon atoms, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Long chain. Okay, no other element can be formed like that. Okay, but the carbon is the ability to form the long chain of carbon, and that is called as a catenation. So simple one, very important. You remember this only, this point only for catenation. This is the catenation. How it is? So see, the one carbon atom form the bond with the other carbon atom. It is nothing but water, and this result what? A long chain of carbon. And that long chain of carbon to give rise to large molecule of carbon. That is nothing but what? Catenation. So very important definition, simple definition. Define catenation. In examination for 1 marks, define catenation. So the answer is, so it is a versatile nature of carbon. Versatile nature of carbon, or sometimes we write a unique ability of carbon to form the bond with the other carbon atoms to give rise to a large molecule of molecules. This is called as a catenation. Or in the simple language, you can also remember that catenation is the ability of a carbon to form the long chain of carbon, large chain of carbon, long chain of carbon. That is nothing but our students, that is called as a catenation. Okay, so please write down this one. Pause the video and write down the meaning. So now, see, due to this property, okay, because of the catenation property, okay, because of property of catenation, there are three types of arrangement are there. Okay, they form the chain, and there are three types of chain are there. Okay, catenation, the arrangement of carbon. Arrangement of carbon, there are three types. One, straight chain. Okay, one is what? Straight chain. Okay, so many carbon atoms are attached with each other in the straight line, like that. One carbon atoms is bond with other carbon atoms, and this carbon atom is bond like that. Okay, this straight line. Okay, it is straight line, and this is also called as linear chain. Okay, also called as a linear chain. This is one, because of the property of the catenation. Okay, because of property of catenation, one carbon atom can form the bond with other carbon atom in a long chain. Maybe the long chain in the form of a straight line, right? The long chain may be in a straight line, or maybe sometimes that long chain may be in the form of branch chain. Branch will like that. Carbon, like that. Carbon, then carbon. Okay, like that branch. Okay, like that branch. Carbon, like that branch. Okay, carbon, like that branch. They make the branch of that. Okay, so that is one nothing but this type nothing but what? By using catenation property, the carbon can form the bond with each carbon in the form of branch. Okay, this is also possible. This also can possible, students. Now third one is nothing but what? The third one, based on the catenation property, the arrangement of carbon are also like that in the form of branch, cyclic. Okay, cyclic chain. Cyclic chain is simple one like that. Cyclic one like that. Carbon. Okay, like that, cyclic. Like that. Okay, so like that also can make, like that cyclic. Okay, we use some types of compound like that. Okay, cyclic is there, like a cycle. Okay, so this is what cyclic carbon chain. See here, number of carbons are bond with other carbons. So it is nothing but what? Catenation, right? See here also, carbon is bond with other carbon, carbon is bond with other carbon, carbon is bond with other carbon atom. But in the form is different. Okay, arrangement is different. Here arrangement is straight line, so it is called as straight line chain of carbon. Okay, because of here arrangement is branch, so it is called as a branch chain. Or sometimes the arrangement is cyclic. That is cyclic arrangement. So because of the property of the carbon, that is catenation property, we can make three types of arrangement. Maybe straight arrangement, maybe branch arrangement, or maybe cyclic arrangement. Okay, please write down this point. Because of property of catenation, arrangement of carbon is, maybe you can straight line, it is also correct, this also correct, or this also correct. Okay, all arrangement. If you like that means okay, that means also okay, and that means also okay. Okay, so different compounds are different arrangement. So one is straight arrangement, one is branch arrangement, and one is a cyclic arrangement. Okay, so based on the property of the catenation, there are three types of arrangement of carbon. One arrangement is straight line, one arrangement is branch, and one arrangement is cyclic. Okay, students, so please write down this one point, right? Now pause the video and write down these points. Hope you understand the catenation property. And now let us come to the another property, second one. That is what? Tetravalency of carbon. So in the last video, we are know about tetravalency of carbon, right? So we know that carbon having 6 atomic number, right? So if the 6 atomic number, then the configuration of carbon is what? 2 and 4. Okay. So second point is tetravalency. Tetravalency. In the first video, we have discussed about that. Okay, tetravalency of carbon. Tetra is what? 4 valency. Okay, tetra is what? 4 valency. 4 valence electrons. Where the electrons are present? Right in the dash orbit. In the dash orbit. Which orbit is? Which orbit? Right, it is outermost or last orbit, outermost orbit, or also it called as a last orbit, last orbit. So see here, the tetravalency of carbon, that is very important property of carbon. And this make possible the carbon form the bonds. Okay, so see here, we know that carbon having 4 atomic number. Okay, atomic number of carbon, atomic number, how much it is? 6, right? If the 6 atomic carbon means what? Means 6 electrons are there. Okay, 6 electrons are there means what? 6 electrons are there, 6 electrons are there, and the electron configuration, what here? The electron configuration is 2, 4, right? If I write the structure of carbon, so like that, first orbit completely filled 2, and the second orbit is, outermost orbit is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? So see, observe that the outermost orbit of a carbon having 4 electrons, and because of they are not follow the octet rule, means what? The outermost orbit must be 8, but here 4, it is that, but it is valency. So the outermost orbit of a carbon having 4 valence electron, that is called as a tetravalency of a carbon. Okay, so why carbon is said to be a tetravalency? Because of that, carbon having tetravalency, 4 valence electron. Okay, so I write here, carbon is said to be an tetravalency, said to be tetravalency because it has 4 valence electron. 4 also is a free electron. Okay, 4 valence electron, and also we say that free electrons, valence electron, free electrons in the outermost orbit. Because of that, it is said to be a tetravalency. Simple examination may ask why the carbon is called a tetravalency. Simple answer, because the outermost orbit having 4 valence electron, 4 free electron. Because of that, we say that second versatile. Okay, versatile nature of carbon is tetravalency. No other element are tetravalency. Only carbon having tetravalency. That is a unique property, right? That is the unique property of the carbon atom. Okay, so here we study about the 2 property. One is about catenation and one is about tetravalency. So catenation is about the formation of the long chain of carbon with the carbon atoms, right? And the second is tetravalency of carbon. Tetravalency means we know that the atomic number of carbon is 6, and if you write the configuration of carbon is 2 and 4, and the outermost orbit is 4 nothing but tetra. So 4 are outermost orbit means valence 4, so 4 free electrons, and these 4 valence are called as a tetravalency of carbon. 4 nothing but tetravalency of carbon, tetravalency of carbon. Okay, so very simple and important property of carbon, versatile property, that is what tetravalency. Okay, so these are what about the carbon tetravalency, right? So let us see some other important points. Okay, so pause the video and write down this one. Okay, now so see, we see that carbon can form the bond with other carbon like that because of the which property? Because which property? Catenation. Okay, because of the catenation property, the carbon can make the straight line structure, branch structure, or a cyclic structure, the long line structure. Okay, maybe any arrangement because of the catenation property, right? And now it is the carbon is not form the bond with other carbon. Sometimes what happens? Carbon can form the bond with. Okay, carbon can forms the bond with hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen, we call it as an hydrocarbons, and oxygen we call it as a carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Okay, then also for nitrogen, for example, nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen monoxide, with nitrogen and with sulfur. Okay, with sulfur and many other elements. Okay, students, so see here one point to remember. So see carbon. Okay, so carbon having 4 valence electrons. Okay, 1 electron here, 1 electron here, 1 here, 1 here. So means that it is possible carbon to form the like their bond. Okay, like that. So see here, if a carbon here, okay, carbon here, so one valence electron now engage with this carbon, share with this carbon. Now remain how many electrons are free? 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron. Total 4 electrons. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4 means 1 is shared with C. The remaining 3 are present here. So like that, you see here, I can write, for example, I take hydrogen. Okay, I can take a hydrogen. Okay, I take hydrogen and carbon. Okay, I take hydrogen and carbon. If C, I can take like that. If this carbon is bond with this carbon, okay, one compound is there. So now, how many hydrogen can be attached to this carbon and this carbon? So answer is C. How many carbon can be? How many hydrogen can be attached to this carbon? This one, carbon 1, okay, and carbon 2. Any answer? So see, we know that the valence is 4. Valence is 4. 4 valence for 4 bond. Okay, so see here, one bond is formed by here. So how many valences are there? 3 remaining. Okay, means what? 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and 3 hydrogen. Total 4 valence. 1, 2, 3 and 1 is with carbon. So 4 satisfied. Now then how many hydrogen attached here? That is what, right? Here 1, here 2, here 3. Okay, here 3 and then 4 is with the carbon, so it is satisfied. So total see, each carbon have 4 valence electron. One is with shared with hydrogen 1 and one is shared hydrogen 2 and one is shared with the hydrogen 3 and one is shared with this carbon 4. Total 4 valence electrons. Okay, this is what we how to write the number of hydroatom to it. For example, I can take like that. See, if I can write like that, carbon, double bond carbon. Now let us answer how many carbon atoms are attached to this number 1 carbon. How many hydrogen can be attached to this one? See here, total 4 valence electron. So 2 are engaged. Okay, 2 bond with the 2 pair are shared. Okay, total 4 is there. 2 are shared with this means how many remains? 4 remains. 2 remains means that is 2. Right? So here 2 are used by this carbon. So remaining 2 are there. So 2 hydrogen atoms. Now it is a carbon having 4 valence electron. 2 are shared with this carbon. So remaining 2 is nothing but what? H and H. Like that. Total 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay. If I can write here, if carbon, triple bond carbon. So see how many hydrogen atoms are there? Right. It is how many? 1. Okay. How many? 1. How it is 1? See here. This carbon 4 electron. 1 here. 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Here also 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So like that we have to use the tetravalency property to write the structure of a carbon. So how many hydrogen atoms are attached to carbon, how many nitrogen atoms are attached to carbons, how many sulfur and how many other elements are attached to carbon. This is depend on the valency. Okay. Why here only 2 hydrogen attached? Because of only 2 valency are there. 2 valency are engaged here means only 2 remaining. While only 1 because of 3 are used by this carbon, so only 1 here. So why here? So in this case what happened? 3 carbon. Why 3? Because of 4 valency. 1 is here, 2 here, 3 here and 4 here. So it is satisfied. So like that we have used this tetravalency property to write the structure of the carbon, right? So like this also. So carbon using catenation also can be form the bonds with hydrogen. We call it as an hydrocarbons. Okay, the compound formed by the carbon with the hydrogen, there is a hydrocarbons, and then nitrogen, nothing but nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen monoxide, and the oxygen carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and also sulfur. The compound is there, and other many elements are there which can form the compound with the carbon. Okay, so this is another very important property of a carbon. Right, students? So now let us come to the another very important property. So see here. So in this chapter, we are only focused on this. Okay, the we are focused on this chapter. We are focused on compounds of carbon with hydrogen. Okay, only this chapter is there. Okay, in this 10th class, we will only see the compounds of carbon formed with help of hydrogen. Okay, so carbon and hydrogen is there. So that is we call it as a hydrocarbons. Okay. For that we call it as an hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. What is hydrocarbons? Write down. Hydrocarbons are Carbons are hydrocarbons are organic compounds. Organic compounds containing carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen only. Hydrogen only. Okay, these are called hydrocarbons. So an example define hydrocarbons. So hydro means hydrogen, carbon means carbon. So hydrocarbons. So definition very simple. Hydrocarbons are the organic compounds which having only containing carbon and hydrogen only. This is called the hydrogen carbons. Okay, hydrogen carbons. Now see here. For example, I can take carbon like that. Okay, I can take that over. What's one? So again, repeated answer. How many hydrogen attached to it? Because of we study about only hydrogen. Okay, carbon and hydrogen only. So if I take 2 carbon here, so now let us answer. So how many hydrogen can be attached to this carbon? Okay, this carbon. I can use another color. Okay, for example, I can take this one like that for this carbon. Okay, so let us answer. How many hydrogen are attached to the carbon, blue carbon? How many hydrogen can be attached here? So the answer is option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, option D 5. Which is the correct answer? So how many hydrogens are attached to the blue carbon? So answer is what? Right, it is what answer? B is correct. Okay, why? Because of the tetravalency. We know that carbon has 4 valence electron. So here 4 must be like that. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here 1 is used by this carbon, nothing but. So how many there? 1, 2, 3, and this 4. So how many? 4 are attached. Here also 3 are attached. Okay, this is one type. Now another one is taking another one. I take another one here. See, I take like that. C double bond C, or double bond carbon double bond. Okay, so here answer how many atoms are attached to hydrogen atoms are attached to this carbon. How many? So right, the answer is 2. Why 2? Because of tetravalency. Total 4. 1, 2 here, 3, 4 here. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right there. Now I take another one here. C. I can like that. Carbon triple bond carbon. So now see how many hydrogen attached here? Only 1. Here also only 1. Why? Because of tetravalency. Total 4 carbon here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So this is what the 3 types of hydrogen carbon. Okay. So in the nature we observe that there are 3 types of hydrocarbon atoms. So here because see carbon hydrogen hydrocarbons, carbon hydrogen hydrocarbons, carbon hydrogen hydrocarbons. There are 3 hydrocarbons are there. One having carbon carbon single bond. Okay, here what? Carbon carbon single bond. Correct? So I write here carbon 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 single bond. So which type of bond it is? It is covalent bond. You have to remember. Okay, why covalent bond? Because of sharing of the electron between the carbon carbon, right? So carbon carbon single bond. Here carbon 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 carbon. Okay, which type bond? Double bond. Okay, like that. Okay, double bond symbol like that is equal to double bond. Okay, it is single bond like that. Single means it is look like minus sign bond. Right? Now here is this is what? Right. Your answer is that is carbon 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 triple bond. Triple, that is like that. Triple bond. So we see here there are 3 types of hydrocarbons are there. One carbon having single bond, one carbon having double bond, and one carbon having a triple bond. So because of that we can divide the hydrocarbons into 2 types. Okay, so one is called as the hydrocarbons which having single bond is called as saturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbon, right? And the next one The carbon having double bond is called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. And this also called as unsaturated. Okay, triple bond also called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Right? So this is very important, you have to remember. So see, very simple explanation. So in this chapter we are only learn about the carbon compound with the hydrogen, and that is contained with what? Hydrocarbons. So what is hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are organic compound containing carbon and hydrogen only. When we are write this statement, so we observe three types of here. Okay, three types. Okay, three forms is there. One form carbon having single bond between them, and the one having carbon double bond between them, and one having the carbon triple bond between them. So three category are existed. So in these three category we can make two groups. One group is called as saturated. Which group? In this group property having only single bond. Okay, the saturated hydrocarbons are the hydrocarbons having the single carbon single bond. Right, the very important definition. What is saturated hydrocarbons? So right definition, the saturated hydrocarbons are the hydrocarbons. Simple one. The saturated hydrocarbons are the hydrocarbons having carbon single bond. Okay, having carbon single bond is called as a saturated hydrocarbon. Right. So next point, what is unsaturated hydrocarbons? Simple answer. The unsaturated hydrocarbons are the hydrocarbons having carbon double bond or carbon triple bond is called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, so this is very important, you have to be remember. So please write down these short points here. So hydrocarbon, there are three types structure. One is second, one is two bond, and one is three bond. So one bond is called as saturated, and the two and three bond is called as unsaturated, students. Okay, so please pause the video and write down all these very important points here. So now let us see here, we learn about one point about the saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, I write here saturated hydrocarbons. Right? Okay. Now, Aryan, what is saturated hydrocarbons? Saturated hydrocarbons, okay, saturated hydrocarbons are hydrocarbons having carbon single bond. Okay, carbon single bond. It is called as saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, so saturated having only single bond. Right. So the another name is also is called as, okay, this also called as alkane. Okay, this also called as alkanes. This also called as alkanes. You have to be remember, they are called alkanes, in the category of alkanes. So what is alkanes? Alkanes are nothing but the saturated hydrocarbons having a single bond. Okay, very simple answer. What is alkane? Alkanes are the saturated hydrocarbons. Right? So alkanes are the saturated hydrocarbons having single bond only. If you observe any single bond carbon, the carbon single bond, that all are water in the category of alkanes. You have to be remember that point. Okay. So for general formula for alkane, okay, you write general formula of alkane. See here, alkane the cell formula is CnH2n+2. This is what the general formula of alkane, that is you have to be remember. Okay, so what is N here? N is nothing but number of carbon atoms. How many carbon atoms are there? That is very important. Okay, for example, I put N is equal to 2. Okay, see here, satisfy. If I put N is equal to 2, so what happened here? C2H 2 into 2 plus 2. So what is answer? CnH2 to 4 is 6. So I can draw the diagram here. How many carbon? 2 carbons are there. So 1 carbon, because of it is alkane, so I have single bond only. Because of alkane, single bond only. So let us see how many carbons are in hydrogen here. Total 3. Okay, because of tetravalency. Now here also 3. So check the formula and the structure. Now this is called as a molecular formula. What is the molecular formula? Molecular formula. And by using formula we can write the structure formula. Okay, structure formula. Structure formula. Okay, so simple one, these are the alkane. Okay, so n is the number of carbon we have put here. N is equal to, means you get 6. Okay, like that if I give this like n is equal to 3, so what is formula here? If n is equal to 3, formula is what? NC3. Now let us 3 means 2, 3, 6, it is 8. H is 8. Okay, like that. Okay, so we can now write the diagram of this one. Okay, so see how many carbons are there? 3. Because of alkane it is single bond, so C single bond, C single bond, C, so 3 carbon. Now hydrogen total 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, correct? See here, this carbon having 1 electron engaged here means it is 3 carbon, and this electron carbon 1 engaged with 1, 2, 3. It is only 2. Why 2? Because see here, 1 is here, 1 is here, and 2 is here. Total 4. So it's here. This carbon 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this carbon 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what how we write the bond between the carbon. So satisfy the tetravalency. Now one question: how many covalent bonds are there? So how many calculate covalent, very important. How many covalent bonds are there? So see, this carbon having 4 covalent bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, correct? So I can use another marker. So see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, 10. So how many carbon? Total answer is total 10 covalent bonds are there, right? 10 covalent bonds are there. For example, I can take another compound. For example, I can take another compound like that. So see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon like that. So how many carbons are there? See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? So now it is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now calculate the total number of covalent bonds here. So answer is what? See, check yourself. What is number of answer? So how many covalent bonds are there in this diagram? So total 4 carbon and total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hydrogen there. So how many covalent bonds are there? So calculate. So your answer is what? So write your answer. Now let us check the answer. So see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 is the correct answer. Sorry, I missed here. 12, 13, correct? So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 correct answer. Okay, 13 is the correct answer, right? So carefully calculate the total number of carbon covalent bonds are present between the carbon and the carbon hydrogen. Okay, these are nothing but what a covalent bond only, right? So this is called as alkane. Also alkane having a single bond. So this is also alkane, this is also alkane. Why? Because of the single bond. If the carbon having single bond, we call it as an alkanes. And the general form of alkane is, you have to remember, CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so now let us take to the second point. It is called unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. So we know that the hydrocarbons having the triple bond. Okay, the hydrocarbons are nothing but the saturated unsaturated hydrocarbons are hydrocarbons having what? Triple bond. Having carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, having carbon-carbon double and triple bond. Okay, double and triple bond. For example, I can write here. So see, also this is called as, okay, this is called as if the having double bond. Okay, if the carbon having double bond, means like that, carbon having double bond, and such unsaturated hydrocarbons are called as alkenes. They are called as alkenes. ENE, that is ANE. Alkane ANE, alkenes ENE. Okay, and this is general formula is CnH2n. Okay, same here is the number of carbon. Right? Now let us take with the having triple bond. Okay, having triple, nothing but what is carbon, triple bond carbon. So that is called as alkynes. YNES, alkynes. And the formula is CnH2n minus 2. Okay, student. So this is the point you have to remember. So this is called unsaturated hydrocarbon, again given two types. So unsaturated hydrocarbons having double bond and also triple bond. If having double bond, we call them as alkenes. If having triple bond, we call them as alkynes. Okay. So we observed three types is there. One is alkane that is ANE. Okay, that is called single bond, and then alkenes, that is what ENE, that is what double bond, and then alkynes, that is what triple, that is what YNE, and then what triple bond. So you have to remember that point: alkene, alkane, and alkynes. Okay, so alkane nothing but what? The saturated single bond. Alkenes are nothing but double bond unsaturated. Alkenes. Okay, alkynes are nothing but what? Triple bond unsaturated. So you point you have to be remember. Okay, so one example we give for alkenes. Okay, for alkene, if n is equal to 2, so what is formula here? CnH2n. So 2 means it is C2H4. Okay, 2 to 4. So now formula is what? See, this is the molecular formula. Now structure formula. So see here, because of it is alkene. Check the formula. It is alkene, right? So it is alkene. Alkene. Okay, means what? If it is alkene, means it's double bond. So we get double bond, right? So now carbon is total, hydrogen is total 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Okay, see here. This carbon 1, 2, 3, 4 satisfied. This carbon 1, 2, 3, 4 satisfied. This is the structure formula. Now I can take for alkenes. Okay, for example, alkynes we take n is equal to 2. So what the formula is? CnH2n minus 2. So see here, n is equal to 2. So H is n2 means 2 to the 4. 4 minus 2 means again 2. So see here, because of the alkyne is having 3 bonds. So I write here structure formula, triple bond. So 1 carbon hydrogen only and 1 hydrogen only. So see here, 2 carbon and 2 hydrogen. Is it correct? So this is satisfied. Okay, 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen satisfied. So this is what how we write the structure formula. If the given molecular formula is alkane, then we take single bond. Carbon is single bond. If the given formula is alkene, we can take the carbon, double bond carbon. If the given formula is alkyne, YNE, then we can take the carbon, triple bond carbon. So as per that, we can balance the hydrogen bond. Okay, if we are having single means we have remaining 3 valence. If having double means we having only 2 valence. If having 3 means it will be having only 1 valence, right? So that is very important, you have to be remember, right? So one time I tell that with the carbon single bond, total 4 valence here, total 3 are events. So you require 3 hydrogen. If the carbon double bond carbon, we have 2 valence, okay, because of 2 use means 2 valence, total 4. If the carbon triple carbon, so we have 4 means 3 are used means and only 1 is there. Only 1 is there, only 2 and only 3. So like that we have to be write the saturated and hydrogen and saturated hydrocarbon students. So in this video we are learn about the two very important terms, that is one is the versatile nature of carbon, that is catenation and tetravalency, and the another very important point, that is what hydrocarbons. So one is saturated and one is unsaturated. So saturated we get alkanes single bond, and in unsaturated we get two parts. One is alkene double bond, and the alkynes YNE, that is what a triple bond. Okay, also we take the general formula, and also we learn that generally the molecular formula, and by using molecular formula how we write the structural formula. So in the next video we are take different examples on this, and we are practice more and more. We take the different types of molecular formula and we try to practice so more and more structural formula, okay, in the form of both branch, linear, and in the cyclic. Okay, so this is enough for today's video, students. So for one, this is here I can take one exam homework for you. Okay, I cannot solve here, but I give one question to you. Please solve this one, very important in examination. So differentiate between, so there is important differentiation. Okay, difference is between, so right here difference is between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. So that is what homework for you. Okay, that is what the homework for you. The difference is between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. So this is enough for today. Okay, this is the enough for today's class. So in the next class we will take the other very important terms. So here we today learn very important points. So please memorize this one. Okay, write the notes of this one and practice this in home. So remember the meanings of catenation, tetravalency, saturated, unsaturated, and catenation. And the next hydrocarbons. Okay, so hope you understand today's class totally. So in the next class we meet with a new important concept related to the hydrocarbons. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I meet in the next video with a beautiful and very important new concept of this chapter. Okay, again thank you very much.